Actually, I have to. Actually, I did this shit, dude. I'll get it done. Hey, yo, what's up? Looks like the Nasdaq also welcomed me back with this beautiful win right here. Was able. I saw an opportunity where price broke out of a range. The weekly close lined up in this area too. So as the market was coming back down to test this area, I just took I took the opportunity to take it, and it was a beautiful entry right here. Beautiful entry. I was gonna come and stream last night, but man, I was just tired. Traveling is definitely tiring. You said that you ran hard into Fridays. I looked at Friday's orb and I was like, wow. Friday's orb. I had a feeling the market was going to come down, but man, there was so many fake outs. There were about 3 fake outs to the downside. Did you get caught in that? Were you able to capitalize on that? Did you get caught? And it's interesting how the market literally came to yesterday's orb high, and that's where we saw the rejection right at yesterday's orb high. So I'm just glad that we found or we started actually talking about the orb because uh, even if the market doesn't take out the orb high or low in the session, it usually comes back and react at these levels. So I was waiting on a payout. Mm. Yeah, like I said, I made a mistake. I traded. I made a mistake and traded off my phone, even though I said I don't even trade that way, and lost money in my funded account. So, hey, yo, what's up, Cave Trader? Right now, I'm up $1,200 on that move up. Damn, ES traders didn't even get a move. ES traders didn't even get a move, man. Hey, what's up, Investor Z? Good morning, everybody. I really don't mess with the screen. So, I just don't know why. I just don't. Man, shit, the Nasdaq is. Oh, did I get my target filled? Oh shit! I was like, where's my target at? All right. Well, that was a great entry. So what I'm gonna probably do moving forward is I do have all these Apex accounts. So what I'm gonna do moving forward is probably just have an account just strictly for for Nasdaq. I feel like I feel like, I mean, I already have the 3 instruments that I want to trade: gold, Nasdaq. But Nasdaq just has these moves that are just, man, you just hate to miss them because they're just so big. But you can find yourself on the wrong side of Nasdaq really quick, especially if you get caught in a lot of the manipulation that she does to generate liquidity. And for whatever reason, the trades work in an eval, but when you get into a funded account, I mean, your funded account can be gone so fast with the Nasdaq. Or you can. Nasdaq is definitely a double-edged sword for sure. She definitely requires account sacrifices to be successful in the one that you wanted to be successful in with her. And that's just the thing. That's why I'm just so hesitant about the Nasdaq now, because she requires sacrifice. Oh, girl requires sacrifice.
Stop and Q buy. Iceberg and Q sell.
I have to trade my Tradeify account. I gotta actually pass this thing before next week, actually.
Absorption and Q sellers.
Or before the end of this week.
Stop ES
or I
buy.
need to blow it. So the account can get reset. So, I mean, either I pass this account or I blow it. I haven't necessarily been trading my Tradeify accounts.
Stop ES buy. Stop ES buy.
Oh yeah, I got this one account right here, man. It's gonna rebuild. I haven't even traded in it right now. I mean, I guess the question is going to be, will we see the range break out to the up or downside today? That's the question. If we see a range breakout to the upside, how much further do we have is also another question. It's like how much further can this thing go? Because we're obviously we're in no man's land. There's no price action to the left. I mean, are the buyers going to want to trade this? But technically, we got a range breakout from yesterday's high, from yesterday's or Friday's orb. Technically, on the Nasdaq. Mm,
Stop ES buy.
well,
Stop ES buy. Stop ES buy.
and the same thing could be said for the ES. We're gonna get that range breakout or breakout to the upside.
Stop ES buy.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we got 3 more minutes. Uh, so far, I don't think we don't have the liquidity for a range breakout. We don't have the liquidity right now. I mean, I'm not saying that it won't happen, but we definitely don't have the liquidity right now. Uh, the market is opened up at 213 right now. Uh, about 70,000 contracts into the market so far. Hey, we're still in the 200Ks. We haven't even left 200K yet, and it's been almost 15 minutes. So we could see the market range, but if the market is destined to continue to the upside, we're going to see some chop. We're going to see the market manipulate to generate liquidity. So it'll be a low volume week. Okay. So we got about 40 seconds into the orb. Mm. All right. Looks like we could be getting some liquidity right now. I'm not gonna take the orb on the ES until I see that pullback. I'm not gonna take the orb until I see a pullback. I mean, we may get the price to run, but I prefer to have it to pull back for me. All right, so 29 299, almost 3 that we're in a low liquidity environment. Usually when there's low liquidity, we do see the market just grind to the upside, but I guess I want to emphasize on that word grind. Damn, look at that. Damn, god damn. Look at that. Damn, there goes Friday's range breakout. Mm, damn. Okay. Damn, look at that shit go. Dang, did I tag the bottom of this move? God damn, I should have, man, I should have put more on this damn thing. God damn, man. I should have put more on this thing. Yeah, it was bookmap. I think I should have turned it off. It should be off now. It off. I muted the tab. Mm. Nice. That's exactly what I meant to do, right? So this is what I'll do. I'll just attach, because if they're gonna pull back, they're gonna buy it off of the they're gonna buy it off of the 21. They're gonna buy this thing. Or at least that's where we want to see. And you know, honestly, I kind of hate when I come back and all the markets are just opportunity to get into it. The market is just going up. It's not ranging. Man, it would have been nice to have been a part of this. It would have been nice to have been a part of this right here. And this thing has made about a 400% move from that low. About a 400% move from that low. And all right. Well, I guess right now the next best trade would be here at Friday's range high. That range high right there is at 310. So I'm gonna put this right here at 310. That does look like a great area for a pullback, maybe, because we got the range to break out, but we got the EMAs sloping to the upside. So if this thing pulls back to that high, I don't know. I don't think we get a range break to the downside, though. I don't think we get a range break to the downside. One thing about gold, though, is that she definitely can trick you into thinking, because she will use technical analysis to trap you sometimes. I mean, technically, in a situation where we're seeing a big move that breaks structure to the upside, this move should, if it does pull back, you should be able to safely buy it. I do see a little range right here in gold, though. You should be able to safely buy something like that. But if it hits and it taps it, then they'll just use everybody that's trying to buy the retest of this move as fuel for the move down. That's interesting. So for TraderVate traders, for the tilt indicator, and for whatever reason, the Nasdaq and the ES have both started to shift short. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe our buyers selling themselves out of their longs potentially. But okay, now the ES is back at 21%, and the Nasdaq kind of is getting back with the buying. But I think people are trying. Technically, this is today's orb right here. So the top of today's orb is at 348, but I think the market used Friday's orb breakout. That actually might be another rule. That actually might be another thing I start to look for. If we have an orb inception where one orb is being created in an other, or balance the area, I'm going to start using the orb from the previous session. I'm gonna start using the orb from the previous session. Yeah, the Nasdaq just flipped short on this little indicator that they got. Mm. I guess the only thing I can do is use the information that I already have. Mm. Uh, mm, mm, mm. All right, so we're getting all this movement before the 9 o'clock algo. Okay. I just prefer to do it this way. Okay, fine. Three, three, eight, seven. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. You say you're taking, so you took the orb? I mean, shit. That 100 level is a psychological level. It is a psychological level. We could see the Bulls fail here. You jumped in? You know, with the Nasdaq, man, that's always the gamble, man. That's always a gamble with the Nasdaq. I'm glad it worked out for you this time, Alfred. It's always a gamble with Nasdaq because you just don't know. But I will say this. I mean, at least on the ES, you had VWAP go straight up. So that was a clear sign that the market was just the same. I just hate the fact that, you know, I basically caught the bottom of this move. I took profits. You know, I had a runner at above the highs. I mean, it instantly gets hit and then it just goes further. I was thinking about actually just because, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, I was looking at this and the one thing that I want to do is kind of take a page from Santiago's book in terms of if you think, well, we all know what happens when you start thinking and you don't execute on something. Because, I mean, it was right there. I mean, the setup that we're always looking for is right there. It took out Friday's orb to the upside. It didn't touch it. It took out Friday's orb. So, I mean, technically playing Friday, apparently. I mean, I don't know if it always works that way. I might have to start back testing that. Price to break out of this, out of Friday's, we basically got price to break out of Friday's orb. And look what it did. It broke out. It pulled back to the 21 EMA where it found support. And you got that move to the upside. So, I mean, this is basically the Friday's orb playing out. Basically. I saw that pull back to the 21 EMA and I just didn't execute on it because I didn't want to be wrong. I have to be okay with being wrong because you miss opportunities like this. Now, I'm not so mad because I but I could have taken a follow-up option. Yeah, what's up, game? Wait. Oh, we got OPEX on Friday? God damn. See, that's why this is why I just don't I don't ever want to start the habit of I don't want to trade because there's always something going. Always. Yeah, I should have just took Friday's orb high. I mean, technically, it wasn't even that. All right, so I'm gonna take this off of that and just put it at VWAP. Just put it back down here. And so I wanted to. I mean, the 21 EMA, it could continue to go up off the 21 EMA, but I prefer that deeper pullback with the ES because she is not. He said, "Oh, OPEX was last Friday." I guess it's a good thing. Mm, Looks like there's a block of orders sitting at 364. I don't know who would want to buy that high, but it's a block of orders sitting there. Block of orders sitting at 355, which I think is probably a great entry. Oh, is it? You said is my mic literally is cutting in and out? I swear I haven't done anything to the mic. All I did was just turn the thing on and I don't know why. I mean, I can look at it real quick. Yeah, I guess technology. Every time you go away from it and come back, something's changed. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that short though, game weight. I do have an area on the Nas on the ES that I will take a short because it's a measured move. At this point, move position at this point. Shit, do I even want to? Do I want to do it? Get like 23. Well, Gameway, why are you taking the short now? Why are you taking the short now? And because it's obviously against the trend. Or maybe you may be talking about the Nasdaq. I mean, even if we took the short, it's going to get bought up. Get bought up. We're trading on low liquidity as well. Yeah, right now, I mean, we're literally an hour or 30 minutes into the session, and we only have 378,000 contracts being traded. So this is definitely low liquidity. I don't know if the bears are going to have enough juice to knock this thing down. Mm. Then I just reduce my size because I mean at that point, yeah. Hmm. Gain weight talking about don't make them go heavy on this short. Only converted a lot of people, a lot of bears, a lot of perma bears into considering being bulls. I know me and Smith are no longer bears and just, yeah, whatever. If I can't be a bear, fine, whatever. But it's just hilarious that with that in mind, I'm looking at and now they're like, okay, yeah, this could rip, or I'm looking for these highs when they were always finding a reason to be bears. this market has definitely broken down a lot of people. It's either do you want, like, honestly, this is kind of going back to what we had a conversation, I believe before, last week or maybe the week prior before I went on vacation, about people's core belief system and how they'll find any information to back up their core beliefs and disregard anything that goes against it. Always going, the next big short is around the corner. You're going to look for information to back up that information, to confirm that bias that you already have, even though the charts doesn't suggest that the market is going to short anyway. And now the market has broken them down so much to the point to where it's like, well, shit, maybe that is a long. Maybe I should take this long instead of trying to short it. Oh, you talk about the music in the background? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to. It would have been nice. Thanks, Game. Wait, now you got me thinking about old Luther Vandross songs. Thanks for that. $284. All right, so looking at Bookmap, gonna be a lot of fire at 420, of course. Yeah, I mean, Game, wait, you got to. Shit, you got to. Dude, you gotta play something soft and soothing because you know it's gonna be a stressful ride. So you gotta have something to balance that shit out. Shit, I mean, even when you're right, it's stressful. So I mean, I get why you have to do that shit when you're short. I get it. Because if you don't, I mean, I will say that the market has made a 100% move. So I do understand why you took the short gain weight. It does look like it is working out so far. Set up, then I don't want to sit in it if it just takes too long. We know what shorts look like. We know how they feel like. We know what bear traps feel like. Bear traps are the ones that get you comfortable in the short, and then before you know it, you're hoping and pleading for it to come back to break even. Because now all the bears that started to short this thing and got comfortable, now they're getting their stops ran. It's being used to fuel this market higher. 350. I don't think VWAP. We do have VWAP at the well, if we get a drop back to the orb high on the Nasdaq, if we get the orb high, I mean, we got VWAP and the 200 EMA support. We do. This right here would be technically a break and a retest trade. So I would think if gain weight, when his short works out, this is probably where everybody orb range high from Friday. That's where everybody should be taking profits. I'm not gonna shit. I do. Shorts are stressful now. That's why they're called stressful shorts. I prefer not to take them. God damn. Ooh. God damn. You saw that shit? Well, it looks like 420 was an area. See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's that bear trap that I was just talking about. What it feels like, man. Everybody that just got stopped out of that was a stop run right there. And that was a stop run, man. Hold on, you say you play nerd sooner or later when we start selling? I'm gonna have to look that. God damn. Ganway, you out of that one? Are you still in it? You know, that's what I'm talking about. See what happens when you're not in a position and you just look at the charts and it's like, huh, it's very interesting. When you don't have a bias, no position, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. The market does this so often that you just pick up on it. It was slow enough to get you comfortable into it, and then it just uses your stops to push the market higher. I mean, kind of what the market does. Yeah, at this point, Hmm. Dude, at this point, I'm gonna sell a measure move. I'm gonna sell a measure move. Says if you watch the music video for that song. I'm gonna look at that real quick. I'll look at that real quick.
All right, you guys, Jeffrey Epstein. Where
It's a nerd sooner or later, huh? Oh shit, really? That's hilarious. That's hilarious, dude. Is that for real? Cleaning the money off the floor of the stock market? Or the paper trades? I'm gonna watch this video. All right, well, we'll see. But gain weight, I do see it though. I do see it. I mean, even though the market is going up, even though we're still seeing a lot of bullishness, just have all flipped short. Right now the S&P is 9% short. The Nasdaq is 11% short, but the micro Nasdaq is 9% short, but the E mini Nasdaq is 70% or 7% long. Same thing for the ES, but both the ES, so the E mini ES is 5% short, and the micro ES is 10% short. So it looks like people are definitely selling into this move higher, which I mean, it makes sense. There's literally no price action to the left. So if this thing is going Oof. Mhm. Yeah, it would have been nice to actually be in this thing long. Man, I just don't have any patience for it. My pa- Well, there goes almost my 20 points on the ES if I took it. Hmm. Damn, look at that. Hmm. Yeah, I hope so, gain weight. Cause like I said, this is a measured move on the ES. So I just took the measured move play on the action to the left. So you gotta trade measured moves on this thing. Should be like a 300% move right here. Oh. Gold is just going freaking crazy right now. I mean, is something going on in the world? Did I miss something while I was on vacation? Why is gold pumping like this? So if I get these limits hit on ES, I mean, it's highly likely to be profitable. Highly likely. But the thing is that will it be enough to hit a target, hit gold back all the way down to like the 50s where I got my target? That's the question. It's unlikely to be profitable, but I may not even take profits on this thing. I might get stopped out of it if the bulls just get too aggressive on this thing. If it does get hit. Yeah. Ah, dude. Like what the hell was just that? Yeah, what's up, Santiago? Man, I wish, man, it would have been nice to have been in this thing long right here. It would have been nice. That would have been nice. not that shit that they got now. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll just trust that. Okay. So you did take the short on the ES. I was wondering why you took the short on the ES. I really was. One thing about the ES is pretty clear. If the EMAs don't agree with your bias, then you're wrong. I mean that is just the thing about the ES. She don't play games like the Nasdaq. If the EMAs are not in agreement with your bias, you are wrong. But I think that's a great spot for your stop, because like I said, the 300% measured move is around like 75, 70, or like 75 baby in the middle at 370 at 388. So shit, I got 2 points above you, gain weight, if I get filled on this. Powerful tool. And if you're an ES trader and you don't have at least the 21 EMA on your charts, I'm gonna have to if you don't have at least a 21 EMA on your charts, every other professional ES trader does, and you can see that they use it. So I would at least have the 21 EMA. I know that there are people that prefer, like Cave Trader, to not have nothing on their charts, but very powerful tool. Man, you know the market is going slow if damn, man, shit. Where's the excitement at? So if you took Friday's orb and then you saw orb, and that's almost what, a 90, what is that, 100, 80 point move to the upside on today's orb too. Who would have thought that the orb was going to come out crazy like this today? I wish I took the long, man. I would have preferred to taking the long, but it's just kind of hard. Excuse me. It's kind of hard to take positions this high, especially when there's no price action to the left. But it seems like it's the positions that I guess don't make sense on right now. A lot of people are in agreement that we're high. There's no price action to the left, so we should start to short this thing. And this is why we're starting to see the market grow. They pull back, run, stop. We have a lot of participants being aggressive on the short side. And the thing is that even market pulls back, I mean, unless this is a scalp, the market is going to pull back, and there's going to be participants waiting at these EMAs, waiting at VWAP, waiting at the 200 EMA, waiting right here at the orb high from Friday. Today's orb high. I mean, there's going to be a lot of buyers waiting. There's going to be a lot of trap bears waiting for break even. When I see grinding, that just tells me that it's going to be hard to short this thing without a cut of the market. It's hard to short a grinding market. Because you know people are trying to FOMO into this somewhere. And if they had to buy the dip, damn it, they're going to buy the dip. So against it, I will take, like I said, I am taking a chance at the measured move on the ES. I will get in because the ES, I can trust the ES when it comes to her measured moves because she usually does not trade past that 300% measured move. She usually doesn't. There are times when she does, but she usually doesn't. And I'm taking a chance at that 300%. I don't trust anything. I need to see the damn structure. I mean, for obvious reason. For obvious reasons. Gold, you can kind of trust her measured moves too. Recommend trading with a full stop. But gold is also really good with if you don't have anything to the left or anything to go off of, a measured move is usually the second best thing outside of structure. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna leave that limit there on the charts. I'm gonna leave it there. Either I'm gonna lose or I'm gonna win. Because that's all I can go off of right now. We're at all-time highs. So sure, but I prefer to take the measured move. And is the audio still cutting out? I'll figure this out. I really don't know what the heck is going on right now. Maybe OBS did ask if I wanted to update the software. I said no. Maybe it's trying to get me back because I didn't update it to the recent version. Something. Well, I guess it could be that I'm not using NVIDIA though, but maybe I am. For this recent update is that NVIDIA users may need to update their GPU drivers. Okay. Mm. Yeah, that 56 area is gonna probably be a hot spot for a pullback. Seems like it's always giving this account. Nice. Nice. Yeah, sure. I want your mangoes too. All right. Well, gain weight. It looks like yeah, Alfred, we'll see. I know there's people waiting at that orb right there. I know there's people waiting at that orb. Hmm. Yeah, because that would be them buying, failing, and then they come back in. Yeah. Like I said, I would prefer to take a long. I certainly sell the measured move, but I'm gonna sell it though. This so I and I feel that I'm gonna probably listen to a lot of his books and see if I can actually take what I need from those books. This book is titled Extreme Ownership. Sure that you guys are familiar with it. I want to also read, or I'm gonna also listen to what's his name? You don't know me, son. You don't know me, son. I'm gonna listen to his book. Damn, what's Goggins? There you go, Goggins. I'm gonna listen to both of his books as well. So far, listening to Extreme Ownership, you know, that's something that I need to actually work on, and it comes with my stops. Yeah, I have a value based stop. I'm willing to out of money on a trade, even it's $360, which is insane. That would be more than a 100-point stop if I'm trading one micro contract versus putting my stop at an area that invalidates the trade. And that's mostly because I don't want to lose. I don't want the market to tag my stop and then go in my direction and hit my targets. But if I'm going to take extreme ownership of the trade, then I should accept if I really think about it, if I want to be accountable for the trade, I mean, I could have waited for the confirmation, even if it meant that I won't get as much points as possible. I should have waited for the What I want to start doing now is just not being afraid to take the trade or not being afraid of losing a situation that may or may not happen to move me away from the trade. Like I miss. I missed today's orb. I mean, I saw this and I didn't take it. But honestly, I wouldn't have taken this on the Nasdaq. I would have waited for the pullback. But I mean, the 21 EMA was, I mean, it was very clear about what was happening, and it was very clear about what was happening. It was super clear. That's actually, I haven't seen that in a while. I have not seen that in a while. I want to actually see how that actually plays out. But that's actually one of my rules. And like I said, it's very interesting how the market or how the universe basically just puts things as soon as you're ready for them. Own the trade and trade the plan, taking ownership of the trade. The extreme ownership came in, or it presented itself in my Audible feed as a recommendation. And I started listening to it as when I came back from vacation. And so far, I mean, that is definitely one of the missing pieces. It just seems that core concepts can be translated into any profession. I mean, the guy was a Navy SEAL commander, and a lot of the stuff that he talks about or stuff that, I does on a day-to-day basis. If you just translate your account as a soldier that you have command over, and you give it instructions, and it execute those instructions, well, that account is literally dependent on the command give it. And if you go tilt, if you abuse that account, if you abuse one of your subordinates, which, like I said, can be translated, you hesitate, you miss a trade, you just don't make money that day. Or if you try to chase it, I mean, it's proper planning goes, I guess, with everything in life. And as I traverse a lot of professions and listen to experts in those fields, they all tend to say the same thing. They all tend to say this. The only difference is the level of consequences that you face. If you're in if you're in a dangerous situation and you fail to plan, you fail to execute, it'll cost you or the people. The same thing is for these trading accounts. You'll cost your account, so you'll blow the account. So just the only consequence is that you just have to buy a new one. You blow the account, you'll just get a new one. I mean, is that really a consequence if it doesn't feel like one? I mean, because. But I'm gonna finish the book. I'm gonna actually listen to his other books to see if I can extract meaningful information from them. But so far, being able to say that, you know what, the reason why I lost, I failed to understand what was going on. I disregarded the charts and started to trade with my heart, and because of that, that's why I lost. It was my fault. And if I make that shift, that mindset shift, that it's my fault and that I should correct and come up with things to correct those mistakes so they don't happen as often in the future, well, I should be able to see the success that I want to see. Follow my plan, I guess. I will say that even though the market is grinding higher, apparently a lot of people is selling into the Nasdaq right now. It's 40%, 30%. Excuse me. It's 37% short on the E-mini Nasdaq. However, we're not getting that same energy from the ES. We're not getting that same energy at all. Yeah, I think I should do it this way. Damn. Damn. I guess so. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I guess, after the streams after the stream is ended today. I'm just going to reset everything, reset the laptop. I haven't interacted with this laptop in 5 days. Something must have happened with the zeros and the ones behind the scene, because I haven't touched anything. I don't know why the mic is cutting out. Uh, I don't know why the mic is cutting out. I really don't. Maybe there's just some updates that I have to, maybe there's just updates that I need to do. Yeah, it looks like I need some updates. Yeah, I have to install some updates. That's probably what's going on. So I have 30 minutes in the stream. Hopefully, yeah, of course, updates. All right, there goes that. But not necessarily on the ES yet. We're seeing a lot of it on the Nasdaq, just not the ES. At least not yet. I guess that's a great example. I apologize if the mic is cutting in and out, but that's a great example of taking extreme ownership, I guess. Before the stream started, I should have made sure that everything was up to date before running into this problem. Make sure that I pay attention to that moving forward. But I can see why a lot of people would prefer to live in ignorance, because as I think about the amount of resources that is going to take to make sure that everything is prepared properly, it does seem mentally intensive. But I'll make sure that everything is up to date moving forward, or at least that's going to probably be a part of my routine on Saturday or Sunday. Make sure that all my drivers are updated, because I promise you I didn't. It's because I don't think the market is going to do anything outside of what it's already doing now. July 15th, July 8th. All right, so July 15th. I mean, this is last week's data, and it's taking them a while for them to catch up. So this is kind of why I definitely throw this report off, which I feel like it shouldn't, but it does. what you. Unless that was the range bar right there. That's interesting. Yeah, that's range. I just want to trust it. It's very interesting to see that. Oh, congratulations on. The data does show that if you stick to your system, you will have situations where you will lose, but if you trade outside that system, you'll lose even more. Do it and don't add. As an example, if your normal size is 5 micro contracts, trading 10, that's going to blow the account faster. But if you just stick to your system and your strategy, should actually, my first live account that I had with my funded futures, that's exactly what I did. It was about $1,000. I think I was on my last day. That account almost hit daily loss limit. And the account that I had a great start in, that one actually hit daily loss limit. As crazy as that sounds. As I started trading, I moved away from my system. Paid the price. And that's just the one thing about the Nasdaq, man. It's just so the this area right here. That's the question. Are they going to protect it? Do you think that the market protects the orb high? Oh, you close out of the short? Mm. Mm. Like I said, I'm gonna leave my limit where it's at. I'm gonna let this thing play out. Even though bears are just pathetic. So if this thing, well, we'll see. I guess we'll see. I mean, you can't even think that way anymore. hourly chart on the ES. Damn. Yeah, I'll let it play out, man. Hopefully the ES doesn't play games today. The ES likes to hit these measured moves towards the end of the damn day. Hopefully that's not the case for today. Will the gold finally do it? Is gold about to make a turn? That's the question. I mean, are we about to see price gold here? Hmm. Yeah, just make do it that way. Yeah, it's literally in the same spot. Let me see, because when the market's trending like this, I need to make sure that the trend line is broken. Yeah, I don't know about this, but I'll leave it on this. I'll leave it here, but I don't know about this one. Hmm. Yeah, you just have to catch it on the next one. Okay. I think I'm altered, yeah. Mm, I think what I'm gonna start doing is just start getting a bigger account, so I can just have the drawdown, but then still. I think that's probably the best option. I can be seeing those names. Mm. Nice way to slow down. It does appear that I could potentially get filled on this limit. It does appear that that may actually happen. So we'll see. And unless we see a double top rejection right here, unless we see a double top rejection, I could get my limit filled right here. And I have my scale in at 82. So I wouldn't have. Just had to trust the system. I got a tennis gonna work. Just have to accept when it doesn't work. This price action feels very similar to the day that I actually had to leave. Or it just grinds, it's grinding to the upside. Upside. I mean, even if you go, that's, I could definitely still turn into especially if yeah. You know what, honestly, Alfred, like I said, I hate days like these because we know how the market likes to follow up. Either we're going to see price trade in a small little range. We're just going to see them. We're going to just see a lot of chop. You know, I don't got time for that. All right, looks like it looks like I'm going to get filled on this. So I'm gonna probably get filled on this, and I might get my scale and filled on that one too. Uh, I missed the long on this. I kind of hate that. I hate the fact that I missed the long on that. I hate the fact that I doubted my my original thesis. I wanted to actually trade this range breakout, and in hindsight, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they shorted it off of Friday's orb, and then they broke structure off of Friday's orb. I did not want to get caught in a low volume chop today, but it's like the ones that you don't trade. Those this I mean, I'm not upset because I mean I caught a great position this morning. I saw an out right here. They broke out of the range. So buying the retest of that range right there was a highly profitable trade. That's why I took it. Soon. I mean, who would have known? I got my runner hit. I mean, this right here should be a great position. 14, $1,500 today. And my ego or whatever, greed, ego, one of the deadly sins. All I'm worried about is the move that I missed. All this. But I'm questioning, how did I miss all this to myself? Like, how did I miss this? Huh? Clean or breakout today from Friday and today. We had two clean or breakouts. How did I miss it? Where did I go wrong? Well, I went wrong because I was fearful. I didn't execute. I was fearful. I'll try not to let it happen again, but I'm pretty sure I will. But I just hate the fact when it's like, okay, I do take the trade, or at least I know it doesn't happen as much as I'm saying, or at least how I feel that it happens. But I guess internally, I feel that when it counts, it doesn't work. When you need it to count, when it's like the last day for a payout, the last day to pass the account, it feel like it doesn't work, but I think it does. You do? I mean, shit, Santiago, I'm already. So I'm right there with you. I'm already prepared to take this short. I'm already prepared to take it short. I don't know if it's gonna work, but like I said, I would have preferred to have taken the long versus the short, because now I'm not only am I trading against the momentum, the market is grinding up. So even if I am successful in this short, it's going to get bulls all take, unless the bulls come to an agreement to short at this measured move. That's where I have my limit at. If they, well, not short, but take profits at this measured move, then I might be in for a ride. I do see a lot of liquidity sitting at 380 on the ES, which it makes sense. There's a lot of liquidity sitting at 375 where price is about to hit. We do got a lot of liquidity at. So with the ES, this is why I like using the DOM, at least for the ES. It is, for the most part, it's pretty. But these orders are usually legit. They're usually legit on the ES. The Nasdaq, not so much. So, but yeah, I definitely agree. Hey, you know what, Cave Trader, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like because I missed it this time, I won't get it the next time, or the next time it'll be a losing trade. But you know, oh, I apologize. You know what? I'll just try my best to take the setups when I see them, regardless of how I feel. Obviously, in is how I feel about the trade. Doesn't care. It does not care how I feel. Yes, either I take the trade or I don't. So, but all right, guys. I gotta hop into this meeting. I'm back on the clock. We'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely. And with that said, peace out, everybody.